What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, I want to give you just a general update on Solana, let you guys know how it's doing in terms of price, in terms of ecosystem, whales, etc. Just a quick little update on the entire ecosystem. So with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. So looking at Solana here, let's start with its price, then we'll go into what the whales are doing, then we'll go into what I am doing personally. So looking at the price here, what we can see is that Solana's price is still holding onto this range that we talked about in the last Solana video. In the last Solana video, I told you, listen, Solana's price is currently determining whether or not it's going to completely lose support at $160 or not. I said, if it completely loses support at $160, it is incredibly likely that Solana's price is going to try to head back to possibly as low as $140 to come retest not only this previous point of support, but also this macro 618 to 786 zone. And I said, under the circumstance in which this does happen, I do personally plan on buying a lot of Solana around the zone, because I think there's a decent sized chance that we do see Solana try to hold on for that higher low and continue upwards. Now, worst case scenario is that in that situation, we would come back down towards $120, but I'm not really quite focused on that. I do think that there's a decent sized chance that first Solana does hold support here, and if support fails to hold here, I do really think that there's a pretty damn good chance that we do hold support here. So because of that, I did a little bit of averaging dollar cost averaging right here, and then a little bit of dollar cost averaging right here is planned if its price does get there. So overall, still kind of waiting on that, not doing too much, really waiting to see how this thing does play out before I make any moves that are too big. Even in that situation, we do still have this descending channel, so even if we do pull back, who knows, maybe it still breaks to the upside and never gets this low. There's so many things that Solana's price could do right here, and I don't have a lot of clarity on that. I'm just really not sure what's going to happen, and so because of that, I'm really just waiting. Now, it does seem as if the whales are waiting also. If we do go ahead and we look at this week's digital assets fund flow report, what you can see is that the Solana fund flow was honestly pretty slow, sitting at a $0.7 million inflow, about $700,000 worth of inflows this week. Not really all that much, right? We've been seeing 5 million, 6 million, 4 million, 6 million over the last few weeks, and so the whales also have seemed to slow down a good bit, which also could contribute to the fact that its price is going a little bit casually downwards over the last week, not as upwards as recently, because also the whales have slowed down a bit. And so because of those things, really not too much going on in the world of Solana. Now, overall, in terms of an ecosystem, from an ecosystemic perspective, it is still holding up pretty strong. Even in this moment of kind of uncertainty, we are still seeing the ecosystem holding up well, and the way you can tell that is just by looking at its TVL. TVL has remained sideways, and that is because we are still seeing some of your Solana coins doing well. You guys know we actually talked about one not too long ago called FJ Biden. I'm sure you can kind of put that piece together, and we actually talked about this about a week ago, and since then its price actually took off. We talked about it back here right after that post launch, and what you can see, is its price is up over 100 to 200% depending on when you got in on it. If you got in a little bit closer towards the bottom of this move, you were looking at gains already of 300%, and that's in a time where Solana's price itself isn't doing that good. And so the fact that we're seeing this happen is a very good sign that the Solana ecosystem as a whole is still doing well, and there is liquidity here. We saw some great volume here, absolutely beautiful, and it of course is a result of how well the company itself is doing. Quick little recap on them. What we can see here is that they've got the community super engaged recently with this recent NFT drop that they've done, and they're actually going to be giving out $10,000 in rewards, $5,000 to one random NFT holder after all NFTs are minted, and then $5,000 to the holder with the most NFTs. So they're going to be rewarding the community, which has gotten them hyped up, got them buying NFTs, got them buying the token. And then on top of that, we can also see that they've gone and released another game, which is going to be their third game, which is called Biden Runner, which is now live and playable over on their website, as you can see down here, or you can just go up to the game section and then go down here, right? And so the coolest part about that is that they're actually moving pretty damn fast, and most people, within the space, in moments in which Solana's price itself isn't doing that well, most people slow down under these circumstances, but they're not doing that. As I mentioned before, they're doing the giveaway, they're releasing more games, they're getting listed on a centralized exchange once they hit around $5 million market cap. They just announced that recently as well, and so because of that, that's contributed to the pump as well. But overall, it is still just a very good sign about Solana. So I actually just wanted to update you about these guys because they've been absolutely killing it, and we're up a good bit, so I wanted to flex those gains a bit because hopefully some more come. But again, that is just a good representation of the fact that what we're seeing from Solana's ecosystem is pretty strong. What you don't want to see from Solana is, like, in a time in which the ecosystem, or sorry, the price starts to act a little weird, right? Get a little uncertain. People aren't sure what's going to happen. You don't want to see the ecosystem collapse. You don't want to see people immediately run for the hills, because that just goes to show there is no true long-term sustainability of the price or the ecosystem. It's actually more just built around the hype and excitement. And the moment that's gone, everyone else leaves. You don't want to see that. You want to see longevity, because longevity attracts real, true investors, and that's what we want for Solana. So everything looks pretty good from the upside and the downside, in my opinion. We could see Solana's price pull back to the low $140 range. Not really all that scary to me. It seems like the ecosystem will make it if that happens. People won't run for the hills. The whales are still buying, although they're not buying a lot, and so that is a good sign that even in moments of uncertainty, they're still down. And so it seems like everything's healthy, everything's natural, nothing really to worry about too much here. So I will continue to update you on a daily basis, maybe every other day, maybe daily. It just depends on how things are going about Solana and how's it going. So of course, if you guys have been enjoying these Solana updates, all you got to do to let me know is just smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But overall, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.